And welcome back, Math Masters, you fabulous fifth graders of Virtual Room 502. Are we ready to do some more fractions? Oops, I'm not. All right, here we go. We're on page 116, the flip side. Let's see what we got going on here. Looks like we are dealing with fractions that are greater than 1, and we're going to dissect that a little more. So let's see what we have here. We have, there's our one whole, right? It's been broken into 3 parts. So my denominator, the number on the bottom of the fraction bar, which I think is called the vinculum. I'm not sure. I always got to look that up. It's a third, okay? So how many thirds do we have in this first fraction? 1, 2. It's kind of hard to see, but it's 2/3. Or 2 out of 3. Now it looks like we have, oh, this is tricky, another 2/3 here. Look. Do you see that? 1/3, 2/3, 1/3, 2/3. And then we have one more third over here. So we're going to add these up. What are we going to get? Let's think about it. Remember, the denominator doesn't change. It's going to remain a 3. We have 2 plus 2 plus 1. Okay, 2 plus 2 is 4 plus 1 is 5. We have 5/3. We're going to talk a little bit more about this type of fraction. But when the numerator is greater than the denominator, it's greater than 1. We call it an improper fraction. But let's see what we could do to figure this out a little more, okay? So I have 3/3 here, right? That equals 1, right? So it looks like I have 2/3 more than 1. 1/3, 2/3. So this would equal 1 and 2/3, okay? We're going to go more into that, but let's just stick with our 5/3 for now, okay? So we'll make our 5/3 number bond. And we broke it into 3 pieces, 2/3, 2/3, and 1/3. I'm running out of room. So the 5/3 equal 2/3, less than 1. 2/3 is because the numerator is smaller than the denominator. Then we added another 2/3, and then another third. So 2, 4, 5/3, and there you have it. All right. Once again, look where our 1 is at. This is going to be greater than 1, okay? Let's see how much greater than 1 it is. First of all, let's see how many parts there are to the one whole. 1, 2, 3, 8, okay? So these are going to be eighths. So I'm going to go beneath my brackets, make my fraction bars. Ooh, they're really tricky on this one, aren't they? I can't quite see that. Oh, do we have a fraction bar that ended right where I put the crayon mark? Yes, we did. Okay, so I'm going to put a fraction bar there and a fraction bar there. So we're dealing with eighths. So all the denominators will be 8. Eighths. Okay. So let's see how many eighths we have here. We have 1, 2. Over here, 1, 2. Over here, 1, 2. And over here, it looks like we have 1, 2, 3, 4, right? 1, 2, 3, 4 eighths. And then finally, we have one more eighth. Wow. So 2 eighths, 2 eighths, 2 eighths, 4 eighths, and 1 eighth. We're going to add these together. Okay, let's add them up. 2 plus 2 is 4, plus another 2 is 6. 6 plus 4 is 10, plus 1 is 11. Does the denominator change? No, 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 no. It remains at 8. So we have 11 eighths, okay? Greater than 1. You see it's like 1 and 1/8, 2 eighths, 3 eighths. So this would equal 1 and 3 eighths. For the moment, let's just consider the 11 eighths in a number bond. What do we break it up into? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 parts. One, 2, 3, 4, and 5 parts. First part was 2 eighths. Second part was 2 eighths. Third part is 2 eighths, or third fraction. 4 eighths. and then finally 1/8. So there we have it. 2/8 plus 2/8 plus 2/8 plus 4/8 plus 1/8 equals 11/8. Now we know it's greater than 1 because the numerator is greater than the denominator. In this case, we can clearly see that it's 1 and 1/8, 2/8, 3/8. So this would equal 1 and 3/8. Let's move right along. Draw and label. You know what? We're going to take a little break here, and we're going to do a part 3. Okay? All right. Take a little break, just a little stretch break, nothing big. Do some jumping jacks, just run around the house, check on baby brother, baby sister, but come back quickly. Don't make this like a 5-10 minute break. Make it a 2-minute break.